How much of you staying in something that didn't light you up was that? Because I'm just thinking about kind of like opinions from family and friends. Like, what kind of diverted you from really asking yourself all of that time? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be a really good thing for me to know. And I'm not sure I know the answer to that. Yeah. Because everybody's just like, just find something. You know what I mean?
Right, that was the mentality.
I had an internal pressure to do something significant. I mean, I wanted the sexy job. I wanted to, I'm an achiever. I wanted to achieve. I wanted to have the kind of career that I'd be like, yeah, this is good. This feels really good. I really, really, I'm lit up. I'm passionate. And everything, and with everything that comes with when you're lit up and passionate. And so, I didn't have that for a long time. I got a big break when I was 27. My best friend from high school's fiance hired me to be his secretary. So I started over again for no money, typing badly. Mm-hmm. And he taught me how to be a producer. And that was kind of the beginning. Like I knew, okay, now I'm in the lane. I'm not exactly doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm in the right lane now. This is energizing. It's creative. It's artistic. So, I mean, that's the one thing I would say. I would not stop until I found it.
Were you ever like depressed during the in-between times? Like,
yes, I was. I think of myself, I think of myself for a long time as being very depressed because I couldn't make the spiritual connection, and I didn't have the information yet that I was creating everything. I was just floating about in the world and reacting to what was happening to me instead of checking my energy, really focusing on my thinking. What's the story I'm telling myself, and lining up and knowing that almost everything that was happening in many ways was great. But that wasn't the story I was telling. I'm like, oh God, this is so awful, or I'm never going to make anything of myself. I can't believe it. I once thought I had so much promise. I had a lot of that negative self-talk going on. So yeah, there was almost at every one of these turns, I would end up at one moment where I couldn't get out of bed.
Mm. What about producing lit you up? Like as you were kind of observing him and learning.
Yeah. Well, I love to tell stories. I love storytelling. I probably was storytelling from the time I could talk. And all of a sudden, even in commercials, you were telling a little story in 30 seconds. And there was a visual component. So there was this marriage of art and language and storytelling and technical. And there was a technical piece where you'd partner with editors and sound engineers. And all of a sudden, this vision would come to life. And it was absolutely creative. You were creating things.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for tuning in to Morning Microdose by Almost 30.
We hope you enjoyed waking up.
As always, we encourage you to take what resonates and leave the rest. If you enjoyed this trip, tune into the full episode on the Almost 30 podcast. All episode information can be found in the show notes.
Make sure to subscribe, and if this becomes a part of your morning routine, be sure to share it with a friend. We have new inspiring doses Monday through Friday. Follow us on Instagram at Morning Microdose, and follow Almost 30 at Almost 30 Podcast.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the vortex.